And this
What's he doing?
is to go even further beyond!
Hey people, I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is my last part of my best start guide for Romancing Saga, Revenge of the Seven. Today we're going to cover up all the Mr S's that you can get in the first generation of the game, as well as a bunch of other things as well, classes. After that, I'm going to give you some options on what you can do from here on out, and just leave it up to you guys. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now, there was something on Cumberland that I forgot to go grab. Oop. Next, we're going to go to Miles. So that we can go to Douglas. We're going to do that quest line in this, if you guys even know what Douglas is. It's called the Cumberland Saga. A very strict and tense quest line that has a lot of misinformation about it. But as soon as you arrive here, you can't leave. Don't want to leave this area until I say it's okay. Just word of warning. And you find a Mr S up here. Now, after that, you want to just make your way to the castle. So you haven't. This will unlock Castle Narak and Hofah on your map. You also will be able to go to the other side of the castle gates, or the Cumberland gates, a little bit. Mr S is there. Mr S is here in Castle Narak. Nothing really too important that you can do here. You really just want the Mr S from here. Now the Mr S and Hofah is over this way. I think it's in the... They're near... Yeah, there you go. There's a guy talking about developing the Cumberland Strait or something like that. You need to have like a maritime emperor, which we don't have yet. Now that's all done, you just want to make your way back to Castle Douglas. It really doesn't matter if you meet them or anything like that. It's not important. It's just the fact that you get to go grab the Mr S's so far. Go back. I usually pick Thomas. There is a memory of the Seven just down here. I want to just grab it. After the next day, you'll find out that King Harold has died and you need to search for Thomas. I'll show you where he is. It's important to say that you're going to send out an ambassador of peace. They leave the fiends to me, and you'll open up the central Great Wall. You'll now unlock the Cumberland side of the Great Wall for the western and eastern gate. Might as well go grab the Mr S's here. There we are. There's one on each side. Ah, there we are. Now that we've got this, we have doubled development speed. So now that smith that we were making will now be made twice as fast. And also that Incantations Lab that we were making now is going to be made twice as fast. And I will touch on some of the equipment that I advise getting earlier than later. After that, we need to go into the central Great Wall and fight one guaranteed combat. This fight can prove a little bit difficult, as it is a little bit higher grade than you are right now. Unless you've been training over at the ruins, I advise that. However, don't feel bad for putting it down to casual. He is weak to greatsword and sword, I believe. and you can just juke and dive all the way to the end. This is the one guaranteed combat for this entire quest line that you have to do. So don't worry about putting it to casual, as I know that some of you might be beginners. A little tip on the boss, Fanged Assault is probably the best formation that you have right now. This will help you deal with line damage, so like Fissure Strike and stuff like that. It's like the only one that's like spaced out, the line damage won't hit multiple targets, and it's probably one of your best formations for quite a while. Anyway, report things back to them and say, I will infiltrate the palace and rescue Thomas. Now, if you use the same place that you found Thomas, you can sneak into the castle, as well as this place is a little bit painful to duck and dive, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Now, with that tedious ducking and diving section done, we have now got to the point in the story where we can leave Cumberland stress-free. Fort Seafreet opens up, but we don't have to go there. There is a memory of a 7 there, and the end of the quest. But if we end the quest, time skips will happen. Now, the map's opened back up for us. It might be time to go to Mole's Den. Now, this combat is going to be significantly easier than the Dune Worm, so yeah. The only reason why I've been putting this off is so you have the double development speed, so that you can build things faster. Now, with that double development speed, my smithy was built. And if you go into here, right next to this termite that almost got me, you can find a Mr. S right here. Now that we have built the smithy, I don't know if you just built your smithy. Mine's just opened up. One that you might want to build is the rapier, because if you read the description text here, a short sword with a decorative handle that allows its user to use it as both a sword and short sword. This makes it act as 2 weapon types during combat. So you equip this to someone, they'll be able to use sword techs as well as short sword techs, increasing their global value, as well as it's pretty cracked. So if you bring this into combat, you can end up leveling up several weapon types at the same time. So I suggest getting the rapier. And also look out for weapons like this, as there are more down the line. Now we're going to go back to Salamat, as there's another town that I did not unlock earlier. Actually 2. And a class that you can almost get instantly with 1 guaranteed combat.
Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through, prove it to you. Follow me.
This is Ironep. Now, I don't have much to comment on this place other than that there's 2 full-ass dungeons here. So if you see more chests on this map and ones that you can find, there's a dungeon here and there's another one up there called like the Ironep Shrine. So yeah, I'm not going to be touching on these as they are directly related to the main villain. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Danger is lurking around every turn.
Here we'll find the Amazon village. There's a guaranteed combat coming up, so set your difficulty accordingly and how confident you feel. But yeah, after that we are now able to start moving around. Through here, we can go up to her little Amazon village area, and go through here. Here we can approach her, tell her that you want to like help her out with killing the heroes of the Seven, and you've now unlocked the Amazon. You can only do this with a female emperor. The Amazons only like women. So that's why I told you to come here to this point with a woman. But yeah, there's also a Mr. S and the last pure iron ore through here. If you walk back, you'll see this small hole here. You can actually fall down here. And this is where you will find Mr. S. Now we've got 32. Now, if we go further in, there's a chest over here that we can grab. I like to just teleport back out.
Trust your feelings, got to live and learn.
Make your way through here. Past these dudes. And you'll find the last pure iron ore. These are the items that you need to unlock the smithy lady at Avalon. However, that quest line is not going to progress until you've upgraded the smithy to level 2. So you need 2 more territories. Now, I hit the amount of combats needed to unlock the Incantations Lab. So I'm just going to go over there. Now we have unlocked 2 more mage classes for Kingdom. Ooh, 2 freelance mages. There's also a Mr. S over here. Now, I think I've covered every Mr. S I am going to in this guide. Just remember that there's more in Ironep, as well as there's another one that I didn't cover that's in Toward Ruins. You just need to beat that boss, progress it in a little bit. And yeah, there's still more out there, but they require you to pass like a boss or something like that. But you're almost at that point where you can just locate them on the map using the Mr. S tracker, which you will get very soon. Now, I got the opportunity to build the second part of the Incantations Lab. This will unlock fuse spells, which is the reason why we've been collecting spell books so far. There are more spell books that I haven't went and grabbed yet. Namely in Toward Ruins, there's one at the end. There's another in Salamat that I might cover, but just keep your eyes on them. Now, you want to make your way to Castle Chanto. Remember I was telling you we're going to recruit the ninja? We're going to do that in this video. Now, it's the same layout, but now there's mobs here. Shouldn't be too hard. Just follow the big yellow question mark. Now, making your way through here, there's a guaranteed combat coming up, so as I say, always put your difficulty where you believe it should be, but it's pretty simple, pretty easy. Now, after that combat, you get to unlock the ninja! Now the ninja has joined your forces forever. That's you unlocked the ninja, the Imperial Mages, the Amazon. Remembered one more Mr. S get. So if you make your way past this hole, you can find these stone boats. You can take them, and they actually go in your kingdom. They will sit in your kingdom. And you make your way to Zemio. Make your way down. You've got your stone boats. And you'll find a Mr. S in here. Now, I'm going to leave off here. There's another spellbook in Salamat, but in terms of choices of what you might want to do next, you can actually complete this entire quest line and not hand it in. Same with the one in the savannah. These can be good for when you want to hand something in to test if you're going to go for another time skip. The Tefal trick doesn't just work in Tefal, it works everywhere. So if you get up to enough grinding points, then you might actually not incur another time skip. But on top of that, I've gotten you the Mr. S's that double your development speed and give you a chance of getting 2 times XP. And as we said, you get around 2,000 from some of the mobs over here in Torrid Ruins. Other than that, if you go to Salamat and fight the blue frogs, the frog lords, you will find that there's frogs there that will also give you comparable XP if you want to level up different weapon types or etc. But after all that, you can also complete Castle Chanto and you'll get the Eastern Guard. It's just that you need to beat one boss here, which is quite difficult, so that's why I suggest maybe grinding at this point. But as I said, like, you're already developing Incantation Lab level up number 2. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much that I can touch on. You might want to either complete Atlanticus, which will give you another 2 classes, or you might want to complete Canal Fortress, which will unlock this part of the map, and also will get you the Thieves, as well as it is really like a toss-up between those two, I would say. This one has like a sort of time-sensitive region, and other than that, you can sort of just dabble around and pick what you want to do, you know? I'm not going to push you. There's a spell book at the end of this runes, obviously another Mr S, but I might go into a little bit about the Incantations Lab. Now that you've unlocked it, you go to the Incantations Lab, you can learn spells, and you can sort of set up your characters all with spells. Everyone can equip light magic, and because you don't have dark magic, which you can unlock later on, but basically you want to be equipping all your characters with spells, and one of every weapon type. Take them to Torrid Ruins and start evenly leveling up your spells and your weapon types, and then start taking on the world at any pace that you want to do, you know? But yeah, this is basically what I would describe as the best start. You have 34 Mr. S's, got all the pure iron ores to go get the smith when it becomes available, and go get the Eastern Guard after doing a little bit of grinding, and you're set up to either do Atlanticus or just finish off Canal Fortress. But yeah, other than completing the game for you, which I'm probably not going to do, I think I've covered everything that I have to cover. I hope this guide's been helpful, but don't take my word for it, you know? Try all this out for yourself, see if it benefits you, and if it has, please give me some likes and some comments. I'm covering a game that's already past its prime, you know? So yeah, any consideration would be great, you know? And yeah, and it's been a fun ride. I hope you enjoyed the game. The game should be pretty trivial from now on. Even if you set up to hard difficulty, after a little bit of grinding the Torrid Ruins, everything's going to have a hard time catching up to you. And you're also just set up to do a lot of that because you have a lot to start grinding with all those spell books, you know? Anyway, hope you have a lovely day. Ciao, ciao, and thank you for watching.